thing for sure, with crude up 62 cents, oil prices are yanking the stock market's leash every single day this week. As oil plummeted, stocks followed. Today, oil's up, stocks are jumping. So with oversupply still front and center, is oil's path lower or higher for 2016? We bring in billionaire Republican donor and oil man Boone Pickens. Boone, clearly we have the debate tonight. Energy is going to be on the table, especially considering oil has plummeted. First, you've got a controversial idea that you would put forth, that you feel that there are just too many candidates who aren't experienced enough and that a bipartisan panel should screen who gets to run for president?
Oh, there's got to be a better way to pick these candidates. And, you know, you've got, what, 3 or 4 senators in there and a couple of governors in there. Governors do better, we know, than senators do in the presidential race. I don't remember any senator other than Truman that was president.
Well, Barack Obama.
I think that's a bad odds deal there. But I would like to see people that are better qualified to lead, not unlike headhunters looking at who they wanted to run a major company in America. They would get the headhunters to find the candidates, and then the board of directors would look at them. That's not the way we elect a president. I understand that. But there should be some better way to pick our candidates, I think, than the way we do.
Well, each candidate better understand how the energy market works, because oil has really thrown people for a loop. First, you thought that, we all did, think that lower gasoline prices, very low prices, would be great for the consumer, but now it seems to be controlling how the stock market works. Boone, right now, we're at $31.10 in the aftermarket for light sweet crude. We come out to Boone because I want to see him here, as we have very, very low gas prices. Where do you see oil going in the next 6 months to a year?
Well, you're going to go up. You're at a point now that oversupply is about 1 million to 1.5 million barrels, and so the market is balancing, and you're pretty close to the low. Maybe you've made it, maybe you haven't, but you're close. And where we go from here is up, and we'll be up at the end of the year. I missed last year. I'll be the first one to say so. And the declines of the wells, the producing wells, my decline curve was a little ambitious.
But
and
can you put a number? Would you put a number on it?
Pardon me?
Would you put a number on where it goes? 50?
At the end of the year? Oh, I'm gun shy. After last year, I said $70 last year. I'm not going to give a number. I'm just going to say it's going to be substantially higher than $30.
Do you want to tackle that gas before we go? Because natural gas hit a year-to-date, and granted the year is young, but a year-to-date low today. It is plummeting. You have investments in natural gas as well.
Well, natural gas, I mean, you'd be a fool if you didn't know that we have plenty abundant natural gas. What is surprising is that they don't use more natural gas, for instance, in transportation fuel. And it would replace diesel, and it's much cleaner than diesel and all. But not a sales pitch for that. But the country has an abundance of oil and natural gas, but more natural gas than oil. So we're very lucky in this country. We have the cheapest gasoline prices, the cheapest cost of energy in the world, in the United States. Unheard of.
You know what's unheard of? I'll tell you what's unheard of, Boone, that you're gun shy. You didn't never seem to be a gun shy guy to me.
Well, I'm gun shy from last year. I remember my prediction. I saw how it turned out. It wasn't very good. But our economy, you can rebuild the economy off the cheap energy in this country. But today, Wood Mackenzie came out with a report and said that cut out $380 billion had been cut out of budgets in the oil industry. $380 billion. That's 68 major projects. That in 5 years it will be about 2.5 or 3 million barrels a day. What's going to happen to you in 5 years from now, by 2020, 21, you're going to be back up to $100 a barrel for oil. Okay. That's what's going to happen.
All right, $100 a barrel of oil, but you won't give a time limit. You say, though, substantially higher at the end of the year from where we are now. Boone, great to see you first on Fox Business. Thank you so much. Boone Pickens, BP Capital Management Chairman. We are coming